Hey, I'm Scott, and I am an American in Bangkok, and today I have a letter. It's a letter I found online, and it has some good questions in it, so I thought, why not? I'll answer them. But before I get started, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join, look down in the description at all the ways you can help or follow me on my social media. And if by chance you are one of these guys who maybe have a problem, you want to come over to Thailand, you're not sure about some things, and you want to try to figure them out, well, I am happy to help. I've been here almost 30 years. I've been married for 25. I've got two grown kids, and I've been through the ringer. I've just about done it all. Just about. Not everything, but I have a fair bit of experience. So if you need some help, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com, and we can take it from there. But let me get to this letter. It's not all that long, but it does have some good questions. Hello. I'm just curious to see what the financial expectations were when dating and getting more serious with your long-term girlfriend/wife. Well, the financial expectation is that you can take care of her. So whatever type of woman she is, you need to be able to meet her standards. That's what I'll say. If you've got some girl and her tastes are, I need a phone, it doesn't really matter, I just need a Samsung. Okay, she might want a Samsung that's 10,000, 12,000 baht. If her tastes are, I've got to have the latest iPhone, well, guess what? It's going to be quite a bit more expensive. So you got to figure out where you have to balance it out and see where is she in the mix. You need to see what kind of money does she think is good money. Are you in there? Are you in that range? And that's how you figure it out. But he also goes on to say, naturally, I'd imagine you have a higher income, and that's my first problem with this guy. I have a bit of a problem with him because he's assuming that foreigners coming over are always making more money or have more money than the Thais do. And a lot of people assume that Thais generally are not all that affluent. And yes, there is a large group of Thais that are poor. They don't make a huge amount of money. They're struggling, and they are just doing their best to live day to day, and they don't have any of the finer things in life, or they have to save for a long time in order to get them. But there is a growing number of upper middle class Thais. And by the way, if you think, this girl, she's high-so, I can almost guarantee you she's not high-so. High-so is a whole culture into itself. More than likely, if she's high-so, she doesn't want anything to do with a foreigner. The only exceptions might be a foreigner who has been maybe a Luk Krung, a half Thai, half foreigner, someone who's lived here all his life, someone who is entrenched into society and who has made a very, very, very good living for themselves, and they are considered to be very affluent and wealthy themselves. It could be just a foreigner who maybe moved over here when they were a teenager and they've lived here for 20 years, 25 years. They've worked their way up in their company. They make good money. And so maybe they could land themselves somebody that could be considered high-so. Generally, it doesn't happen. You are landing a girl who is middle class to upper middle class at best. Now, I understand there are different cases all the time, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It may happen. But generally, a lot of guys tend to go for women who they are looking for a way out of their poverty situation. They need somebody who is going to take care of them and make their life better. It's not a woman who cares about them for them. The love is a different kind of it's thought of differently here than it is in, say, the United States, where, you're 18, she's not, you're 18, she's 18, and you both see each other. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. Okay, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It does. But that's the thing. It may happen when you're a bit younger. Once you get to be older, let's say you're a 50 or 60-year-old guy, some 20-year-old is not looking at you going, oh my God, he's so cute. I just can't resist him. I've got to be with him all the time, and I don't care how much money he has. No, that's not what happens. Generally, if you're an older guy and you're landing a younger woman, it's because you got the money to support her and support her lifestyle. Now, her lifestyle may be anything from $25,000, $30,000 a month to $300,000, $500,000 a month. It really depends. So he goes on to say, was you expected to pay for everything? I assume that means, were you expected to pay for everything? And again, this is situational. Some guys, they willingly pay for everything. The woman doesn't pay for anything, and maybe she's got a job and she just keeps the money. Her money is her money. Your money is our money. But a good woman, in my opinion, a good woman who is making some money, whether it's more than you or less than you, doesn't have a problem to go out once in a while and get a little food, or maybe buy you a shirt, or buy you some socks, or whatever it might be. She may spend that money on you. She may spend it on both of you. She may spend it on your kids. And I think that's a good way to think about it. If she's the kind who is so stingy that she will never spend a dime on you, I don't know. I understand you want to spend the money, you want to take care of her and do all these things, but if she has some money, once in a while, I would say it would be nice if she would spend a little money on you. Maybe she'd buy the pizza I'll pay for the pizza this time. Okay, great. Do you send money to her family? Now, this is a big one, but it also is situational, because you could be the person who's sending $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month to her family. Or anytime her family says, I need 1,000 baht, you're the one doling it out. That could be. You could be the only one. However, if she is working, and let's say you're giving her a little allowance or whatever, you give her 20,000 a month, she's earning 20,000 a month, she's got 40,000 a month. It's not a problem for her to maybe every month give 5,000 baht to the family. Maybe you are the one doing that and you're paying the bills and she helps you with them, or whatever it might be. So it is a situational thing. And it's not always required that you must pay the family. You are the one who always pays the family. Maybe the family is well off and doesn't need your money. Imagine that. Okay, another question. If so, if you are sending money, how soon after dating did you start paying? Well, I would say that's a pretty good question. However, what I would say is, if you're not 100% committed to each other and you're not thinking this relationship is going somewhere, you shouldn't be paying anything. Because if you are in a relationship and you've known her for, say, 2 weeks, a month, and she's saying, oh, well, I need 25,000 a month, or I'm not going to be with you, kick her to the curb. That's my opinion, okay? Kick her to the curb. Generally, I would say once you know you are serious and in a committed relationship, then you start thinking about your finances together, and you start thinking about, okay, how are we going to take care of these things? Maybe you're making more than she is. Maybe she's making more than you are. I don't know. But that's about when you start working on it. You start thinking about it yourself. Now, he did say, I've just put the ultimatum on the line. If she's not willing to commit fully without money being the decider, then we're parting ways. Well, I don't know. He didn't say how long he's been with her. So maybe that's a mistake. Maybe not. I don't know. But, each situation is different. Now, do not settle for a woman because she speaks a little English and is interested in you. No bar girls or farm girls who need someone to take care of. Find one who's a keeper. Don't just go with him. Oh, she speaks a little English. I'm so proud of her. Gee, I'm impressed. There's a lot of Thais that speak good English, and it's getting better and better as time goes by. Their English skills are still very poor, but they speak better than, hey, I know you, you know me. What your name? Where you come from? They know a lot more than that, okay? And if you have a problem with sending money to the family or the family being most important, either you tell her no, you say no, or you tell her to handle matters, or you make sure that the family has money, because the family is very important, and you want to make sure that it gets taken care of, and you want to make it to where it's win-win. Win-win, baby. That's what it should be for both of you. You don't want to be paying for some alcoholic father. You don't want to be paying for some brother who's into yaba. You don't want to be getting into those relationships. So get into a good family. Make sure that the family is decent and they're not troublemakers. And you don't need to get into a long-term relationship with a woman who's going to do nothing but cause you more problems. And he did write again and said, he started to walk away, and she's accepted that I won't pay. We'll see what happens. So, anyway, most of these are situational, but I just figured I'd chime in on it. So, anyway, that's all I have. I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, chok di leo jerk and my. That's good luck, and see you later.